Hey heroes, welcome back. This is Cheap Comic Collector, episode number 83, I believe. Yesterday's episode, we went through about a third of a short box. The bags were in terrible condition. I was taking the bags off and trying to show you the comics, but they wouldn't stand up because they were no longer in bags. So we decided to call it quits about a third through the box. So today I've got them rebagged in better bags. We'll go through and finish up this short box so you can see what's in it. So here we have Action Comics number 535 with the Omega Men and Superman, of course. And also 536 with the Omega Men. And this one's 533. He's battling Hive. And 534. And I bagged them like this so they'd stand up better. I didn't have any modern boards that would fit the modern bags, so we just did this to get started. We got Alpha Flight number 1, number 2, Action Comics 529, 530, Action Comics 528. And something a little different. American Flag by Howard Chaykin, number 1. Number 2. Number 3. And number 4. And the Complete Alter Ego miniseries by Roy Thomas, number 4. Number 3. Number 2, and number 1. And then we have this one, which I've never heard of before. It's called Alpha Team Omega, something called Fantasy Graphics. The cover is newsprint, just like the insides of the comic. So, nothing arts. A little amateurish of the art, so it's kind of a fan press thing, I think. We have Alpha Flight number 3 and number 4, and we already did those. Almost did the same ones over again. Grab some more. I have number 515 of Action Comics. And number 513. And 514. 513 one is pretty neat. I like that. It's got little aliens landing on Superman as he floats through space or something. And then we have number 511 with Lex Luthor and Terra Man and whoever this guy is. And 512, Superman is stealing Lex Luthor's woman. And I forget what numbers these are. They have the Whitman, these are the Whitman variants, so they don't have the numbers on the cover. It's right around the same era, a little earlier, because they're 40-cent covers before they went to the 50-cent, eight extra pages. So got those two and another one. I do remember that those 3 were consecutive issues. And then we have 487 and another Whitman variant. So this is 481. As the Superman gets the Supermobile, which is basically a toy that they introduced so they could sell toys, kind of like the Spider-Mobile with Amazing Spider-Man. They did the Supermobile for Action Comics. I think they made, I remember seeing it in a little collection of like Corgi cars or Hot Wheels cars, something like that. And then there's also 482, which he still has the Supermobile. Not sure how long that stuck around, and not sure why Superman, of all people, would need a super car. But why not? It's cool. 477. Number 474. 469. And a little earlier. 467. And 466. Unfortunately, somebody decided to write 14 cents there on the cover, but oh well. And here we have 452. Action Comics with the cool green arrow and Black Canary backup by Mike Grell. And 446, same thing. And then we have Arion, Lord of Atlantis, number 1 and number 2. And then it took me a while to figure out what this one was. This is Arion and Bluebeard. And it's actually a issue of a series called Night Music that was done by Eclipse Books. And apparently they're all adaptations of operas. So that's different. I think it lasted around 11 issues, something like that. So I had no idea that there were opera comic books, but now we know. And let me grab some more here. They're kind of tipping over in the box. So we got Alpha Flight number 6 and number 5, number 7. And then we have Alien Worlds number 2 from Pacific Comics. These were fun. They reminded me of the old, some old covers from like EC and around in that time. There's number 3, number 5. Reminds you of the old Planet Comics from like Fiction House or something like that. We have 3D Alien Terror from Eclipse. Did have the glasses in there. Took a quick look at it. The 3D effects aren't that great, unfortunately. Alien Counters number 5, also from Eclipse, and number 6, number 7, and Airboy number 39. That's a title I'm slowly filling in issues on. Adventure Comics number 454, Superboy, plus an extra Aqualad mini epic. And Adventure Comics 449, an old 30-cent cover with Aquaman, Mera, and whoever that guy is. Don't know who that is. Action Comics number 525. And 526, 524, 522, and the Aliens from Whitman. This is actually issue number 2, which is a reprint of issue number 1. Number 1 came out back either in the 60s or 70s, and then number 2 came out in the 80s, which just basically reprinted the previous number. So, and then Adventures of Mighty Mouse, which I don't know the number on that one either, but very cool. I had to find a big bag for that one because it was Silver Age sized. So let me get those out of the way. Grab some more. Got Archie's Parables from an old, we probably know them as Spire Christian Comics. That's how I always knew them as. This is a later reprint from the 80s. It's reprinted by Barbour Christian Comics. So It's the same exact issue. They just reprinted them again in the 80s. And this is Americomics Special number 1. And this is Americomics number 1 and number 2. Americomics number 3. And American Flag number 5. And number 6. Advanced Dungeons and Dragons number 2. Now, yesterday we saw number 1 in that box, so it's a continuation of those. And number 3. And it skipped 4, but it had number 5 and number 6. And then Archie's One Way. This was one of the Spire Christian comics from the 1970s. And Archie's Christmas Stocking. Actually, Archie's Giant Series number 190. And Archie Giant 189, The World of Jughead. $186, Archie's Jokes. And then we get into some Atari Force, number 1 and number 2. This was a favorite series of mine when I was growing up. I lost them all in the fire, so I'm happy to get these back. It was a good series. When I was buying it in the 80s, I had no idea that it was actually based on like video games and comics. I thought it was just, they just called it Atari Force. I didn't know why. Number 3 and number 4 and then number 5. So I think I had, I'm not sure how long the series went. I think I had up to like number 12 when I was collecting them. So happy to get those back. Be fun reading those again. See if they live up to what I remember. Army Surplus Comics, starring Cutie Bunny, number 1 and number 2. Archie at Riverdale High. This is number 5, so this is pretty early in the series. I was happy to get that. Iraq number 4. Iraq number 5. And then I think we finish out with Arion. Let me see if that's all that's in here or not. 15 and 14. Now, and a few of these had double issues, so 3 or 4 of these went immediately into the trade sale giveaway pile. I guess I'll start calling it. Number 13. Number 14. Number 12. Number 11. 10. And number 9. Oh, put this one in upside down. Number 8. And number 7. Number 5. Number 6. So her outfit went from this to that. I guess that must be her summer outfit. I don't know. Number 4. And number 3. Number 8. And number 7. Oh wait, this is Eric. We changed titles. So yeah, this is, yep, Eric number 8 and 7. And then Eric number 6. So, and that was it. That was the last of that short box. Pretty good short box. I liked it. I bought it mainly because it had the Action Comics and Atari Force in it. And I saw, it had some Archies and stuff I didn't have, but I also knew that it had a lot of Arak and Arian in there, and Amethyst that I probably already had. So we never did get that last issue of Amethyst, so I still need number 12 to make a second complete set. If I can get my hands on one of those, then I'll have a second complete set of amethyst, and I'll probably gift that to a relative. I have a niece who is into comics a little bit. So thanks for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you're new. Send me your address if you're new. If you haven't sent me your address, go ahead and do that. My email is in the description, and I will send you a comic book, and you will be entered into future giveaways. So, and if you want to see what kind of giveaways we do, take a look at the live episode. And if you go to my YouTube page, there will be a link there for live. It's not part of the regular series, and you can watch that, and you'll see all those amazing books that we gave away. And I think we're up to 156, I think. I think we're up to 156, somewhere in the 150s right now for subscribers. So we are approaching 200. And speaking of 200, my friend Aaron over at a Psychotronic Squirt Gun, he only needs 4 more subscribers to hit 200. He may have hit it by now since I film these ahead of time. So go over to his channel, check him out, and give him a subscription, because he does the same thing I do. He shows a bunch of great books that he got, and he's better at it than I am. So he's more well spoken, and I hum and haw a lot. So thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.